ladies and gentlemen, I'm Akontistes and this is Katowice group stage here on Pride of Altaris, bottom right hand corner. The Canadian Blue Zerg, it's Scarlett. Their opponent in the red, top left hand corner. The Italian Stallion, it's Reynor. Looking to be one of the favorites. Needs to get out of group first, and that's a tall task with these many good players out. Double extractor trick on the Scarlett. Try and squeeze as many drones as possible out, while going ahead and taking the hatchery over here on the gold base. Interesting choice. Spawning pool dropping down too, and it's kind of a hatch gas pool opener, more like gas hatch pool, but taking an early gold sure is something pretty brave. Reynor is going to go exactly for that too. Yeah, that is the exact reason this overload is going over that ramp. Yes, it's one of the closest of the exits out of Scarlett's base, but yeah, he is going to check this specifically. Taking golden bases has been a strategy in Mirror Zerg for a long time. So Reynor wants to be extra careful about it, and of course he will see this archery in the making and will make sure indeed to put a stop to it as soon as he can, sending already a couple links out to archery of his own on the way. And having a slightly earlier spawning pool means the Scarlett is gonna have a pretty tough time defending this. Sending drones out, but this will need to be fighting drones most likely. Bailey nest dropping down by Reynor almost immediately. You wouldn't expect such an early nest being dropped. Reynor didn't stop collecting gas, so he's looking to try and get a kill on as many drones as possible. He needs to put a stop to this. It's a 16 workers efficiency gold base, so it's not like something you can ignore. That's a lot of income. And you can see Scarlett's income in minerals already getting way too big for Reynor to ignore. These 14 links in the making. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of links on the way. 10 more incoming, while 2 bane links are morphing to. Scarlett is gonna make a lot of links of their own, but it's not gonna be easy to bring the fight to the bane links. Yeah, Reynor already swarming in. Scarlett trying to swarm on the other side. The 2 bane lanes are getting very close and they're very healthy. It might be a disaster for Scarlett. All of her lanes go down. Let's get 1 bane lane up, and it will detonate in the middle of this golden base. Everything for Scarlett has just gone down, and I think this is game, guys. GG gets gold. Reynor takes game number 1. After a swift victory, we're on Berlingrad right now, and here in the top left-hand corner, it's where the man and match point is currently spawning. Makes a noise for Reynor. His opponent in the blue, double extractor trick. She will try to go for the double in a row reverse sweep. Can she do it? It's Scarlett. Yeah, the double arch block, the double extractor trick to get an early arch with as many drones as possible. It's always a funny thing. As you can see, the timing will not be that far off. Here comes the archery, the extractor is already on its way, so it's very similar. Although this is better to get a little bit more minerals early on, so that you can just get a million links. That's the whole 15-14 build. We've seen Scarlett trying to cheese out a golden base in the previous game, trying to get some kind of advantage. It's something sneaky over Reynor. So I wouldn't be too surprised of seeing something else being very aggressive. That's, of course, one of the main skills of Scarlett in this matchup. Reynor, a master, pretty much a late game in ZVZ. I don't think there's a single later ZVZ player than Reynor. He likes to chill out for a long time and bring it to Vipers and Lurkers and whatnot. Scarlett, much more like an early game Zerg. Likes her Banelings and Lings a little bit better. Of course, this is another very important thing. Ling speed completing a little bit earlier. Scarlett sending some drones into natural. All drones off of gas, more drones into net. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of lanes, guys. Scarlett right now faking to send drones out from the main into the natural, so that when the overload out of Reynor will come over here, Reynor will see some drones over here in this mineral line. Like you can see over here, like here's 6 against 4. Like, yeah, you kind of realize. Oh yeah, Scarlett is just want to check the rally point, because yeah, I see some lanes rallying over here on top of this ramp. Scarlett will try to go for a little bit of a zoom of Zerg lanes. The good old 15-14. And there's honestly 2 ways to defend this. You either drop down a full wall off, or you die. Like, honestly, yeah, you have to drop a full wall off. Or maybe just block the wall with queens. What is it going to be? Looks like it is going to be a full wall off. Oh, the drone actually dies. The queen's in front. Scarlett doesn't manage to stop the wall off from ever becoming a thing. 2 more drones behind this. This is suddenly a PVC. And these queens are gonna try to do their best to stop the links from streaming in. Another Evo Chamber just in time, with the queen blocking the only pathway into these natural. Lots of drones going to be used for this. Lots of drones are going to lose their lives for this. Scarlett is dealing damage, but I don't see her getting past this. This queen might be losing health, but there's transfuses available. The lair was cancelled by Reynor, but he still has drones mining out of that natural. This Evo Chamber goes down. But Scarlett doesn't want to commit in the middle there with the brood lanes out, and so many lanes out for Reynor too. More lanes are swarming down for Scarlett, but she's also producing drones right now, so she's not completely all in on this. She needs to deal much more damage than this. Roach Warren goes up as well. That could be a main focus on the side of Scarlett. She will send some links on top of it. The Roach Warren will indeed be cancelled. Transfuse is going on top of the queen to keep it alive. And another Roach Warren gets... Actually, it's an Evo Chamber. Oh, +1 Carapace in the making for Reynor. There's not a lot of health on this Evo Chamber. There's also not a lot of surface. And the transfuses might come in clutch. There's no queen in the main, so not many injections available. One queen is going there for an injection, actually. As you can see, it's just 3 Evo Chambers. There's no Roach Warren up yet. And there's no speed yet for Reynor. He tried to go for an early lair. He cancelled that. And now, focusing on +1 Carapace before getting link speed. It really prompts me to believe that this is going to be Roaches sooner rather than later. +1 Carapace, it's better for links than it is for Roaches. You would rather get +1 missile attack if you want to go Roaches against links. But in the end, the time that Scarlett lost over here, it's pretty significant. Scarlett, by making this play, dealt some damage, a little bit of it, but she's still not collecting gas. She doesn't really have a lot of workers. And now this map control doesn't avail her anything that she can do more, like really. So once Roaches are out, like this map control is not gonna be meaning anything. Roaches do not care about map control unless it's Roaches versus Roaches. Roaches are far too slow, and they're not really the kind of unit you just send out because you want to gain map control. You just send out when you have 1,000,000 of them and you want to kill your opponent. That's the only reason. So what can Scarlett do with this? She just can go in. She can go for another attack, and they're pretty much all. This Evo Chamber is very close. There's still a lot of transfuses available. I don't see Scarlett killing it down. It's getting close, actually. Close enough, but not really. Never dropping that below 50 health. Evo Chamber will complete +1 Carapace, and this is where things will start to go downhill for Scarlett. With Reynor trying to trade into these lanes, even by having a little bit less than his opponent. This Roach Warren barely surviving. Reynor will drop another. It's better, if you want to go for Glide Constitution, it's better to drop another unless you want your upgrade to be denied and just lose a ton of time. So Reynor would probably kill the one already standing and just get another. And produce Glide Constitution for that. You could also kill this Evo Chamber, but that's a little bit worse. Because you can build anything behind it, you cannot really block over here, it's a little bit more surface. And if this thing breaks, there's just a straight path into the main. So this Evo Chamber actually will be deserving of some transfuses. In the end, Reynor will break down his own Roach Warren. Now that the other is up, Scarlett is still making a lot of lanes. Like, with this, you usually want to transition into something sooner rather than later. Maybe, like, getting an early lair and trying to drop down a Spire, but it's looking already too late for that. Reynor has a lair of his own. Heck, he could actually drop a Spire of his own. Links, they don't really shoot up, guys. So, it's not looking the cleanest out of Scarlett. This is not a good spot to be in. She desperately wants to send stuff in, but she really can't. Glide Constitution is also going to help a lot with this. With Roaches staying alive for a little bit longer by healing and also moving faster to dodge around pain lanes, first of all, and avoid being surrounded by links. Of course, this Spire is just a finishing move. Reynor knows he just has to wait a little while longer. He doesn't really have to commit into anything. He probably would win the fight head-on, especially with missile attack +1, making it so that he needs one less attack per Ling to kill it with his Roaches. But it's not really it. Like, you can see this Overlord dropping down creep over here to mostly ensure the Roaches can move faster, try to get trade and then retreat faster. So this creep serves Reynor more than it is serving Scarlett. And yeah, the Spire is going up. These Roaches, as you can see, like over here, that's creep. They can move back safely. There's also creep tumor. Probably Scarlett doesn't want to lose the opportunity to... Reynor doesn't want to lose the opportunity to drop a later creep tumor without it being killed. 6 mutas in the making. Enough to fight a Queen add-on without too much of a hustle. Oh, Reynor, this Queen is a little bit in trouble. You can see the Banelings hiding over here, probably gonna come in soon enough. Reynor has vision of those. He can try to split his Roaches. Well, he doesn't have vision now, will have vision of those. And you can try to split his Roaches for when the time happens. Also, being a little bit extra careful with Roaches blocking down the path into the main as well. There's really no way into this natural. Not an easy way, at least. Scarlett finds out it's mutas. She will need to go all in. She's sending in the Banelings. The mutas will try to come into the natural, or probably just the third. Yeah, just the third. This Queen over here will try to do her best, but she won't make it. Reynor splitting his Roaches, waiting for the Banelings, and the Banelings will get beautiful connections all over the board. You can see this +1 Carapace really doing a ton of work. Reynor trying to move around his Roaches to allow the less amount of surface possible for these lanes, and it just doesn't cut it. Reynor wins the series.